Hi everyone, and welcome to this essential oils presentation. My name's Karen and I've been a wellness advocate for doTERRA essential oils now for just over a year. I absolutely love the oils. Today we're going to learn 3 great things about doTERRA essential oils, and we're also going to look at some wonderful oils that can help us with mood, sleep and cleanse. So I'm going to do a few screen shares so you can see the whole presentation if you want to do screenshots. So welcome everyone, and I hope that you enjoy. So why I started using essential oils is it all started with a friend of mine, and she started plying me with these oils and I was like, what on earth? She just kept putting them on me and I was thinking, this smell is amazing. They were just so potent and I was just like, oh my gosh. It was like they just hit every single sense. I just felt relaxed. I felt happy. I would have the best night's sleep after she'd plied me with them. I was just like, oh my gosh, I've never felt like this before. And so she explained them to me and I thought, oh, I'll just find a cheaper version. I just order some off Amazon. And so I did, and sadly then they didn't have the same effect. It just didn't work, and I was like, I'm just not feeling that same sense that I get. And so the more I started to learn about the oils as well, I could take them internally for like so many health benefits. So I decided to get the oils, and a year on, I take them topically, I take them internally, and I just love it. I just love knowing what they can do for me, and I wouldn't be without them. And so that's why I take essential oils. For me, they're a preventative measure, if anything else. And so that's it now for me for the rest of my life. So I hope that you can learn and enjoy the oils as much as I do. 3 great facts about doTERRA essential oils are: firstly, they are safe and natural. Secondly, they may be more effective than some modern approaches. And thirdly, they may also be cheaper than some traditional medical care. So we're going to look at this a bit more closely. Next, we'll have a look at what is an essential oil. What is an essential oil? An essential oil is the aromatic compound that can be found in the plant or parts of the plant, such as the leaves, the flowers, the bark, the root, and much more. So say this is a peppermint leaf. If you were to look under a microscope, you would actually see a little white sac. Now that white sac is the aromatic compound of the plant. It's where the essential oil is. And this liquid is actually the plant's immune system. This protects the plant from environmental threats. So if you extract this essential oil and then use it in your own body, it will also protect your body from environmental threats and has amazing health benefits. Essential oils are 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs, and just 1 drop of peppermint essential oil is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. This is how potent these amazing oils are and a wonderful benefit for our bodies. Why I love doTERRA essential oils is because they are certified pure therapeutic grade, which means there's no contaminants, no fillers, just pure essential oil. And the plant is sourced in the country where it grows naturally. And so you've got the right climate, the right temperature, the right soil, and this makes for the best chemistry for the plant. And when the oil is extracted and you've got the best chemistry, then that essential oil is going to be more effective as it works in your body for health. So the problem with the essential oil industry is it's unregulated. So a lot of the essential oils out there are full of chemicals and fillers. And so the potency is really low, and if you can't take them internally because of all those chemicals and fillers, you'll do a lot of damage. And so it's very, very difficult. And this is the great thing about doTERRA essential oils, is the fact that everything is tested and tested and tested by third parties, so we know the integrity, the purity, and the potency, and that's what completely sets it apart. One of the important considerations to think about when you purchase your essential oils is where they were sourced, because this will make all the difference in the volume of active compounds. For example, if you were to buy frankincense essential oil that was sourced from Somalia, the level of active compounds are going to be far more higher than if you bought them in Wyoming, because in Somalia, that is where the plant will grow its best, and it's got the right climate, the right soil, so you're going to get the highest level of potency, and that's going to work better for you. There's no point to buy an essential oil that has a lower level of potency, because it's not going to do that great a job than what it actually could do at its highest level. And this is why I love doTERRA essential oils, because each bottle comes with a little code. You can just tap in that code and you can then know exactly where the oils were sourced. So I know that I'm getting the best potency I could possibly ever have with these wonderful essential oils. Okay, so let's have a look at how essential oils may be more effective than so many modern approaches. The cells in our body have an oily membrane. Now, this oily membrane is there to protect the cells. And so what it does is it keeps all the bad stuff out and all the good stuff in. So two things that are harmful to our cells, and that is bacteria and viruses. Now, bacteria usually form on the outside of the cell, and the viruses duplicate the DNA on the inside of the cell. So all you have to remember is bacteria is on the outside and viruses are on the inside. So let's say you went to your doctor with a bacterial infection. What would he recommend for you? He may give you antibiotics, and then after taking the antibiotics for 7 to 10 days, in most cases, it may probably just clear up the infection, but it also comes with wreaking havoc on your gut, hormones, and also immune system. Now, if you had a virus like the cold or the flu, what do you think the doctor would say? Usually, he may say, go home, drink lots of water, rest, and let it run its course. The reason why I would recommend this is because most pharmaceutical prescription medication are water-based, and water and oil don't mix. So if the recommendation from your doctor is water-based, it will have a really hard time to penetrate through that oily cell membrane. So essential oils are different as they are oil-based, which means they can penetrate the cell membrane and work on a cellular level. They are adaptogenic, which means it goes where it needs to go with no side effects, only side benefits. And so the third great thing about essential oils is they can work out even cheaper than traditional medical care. Now, for those of us that live in the UK or Europe and don't have the same cost implications as our American cousins, there can still be a cost involved. For example, we may have to take time off work, we may have to drive down to the medical centre, pay for parking, and also prescriptions aren't cheap either. Now, if you have a ear infection, for example, all you would need is a few drops of lavender, a few drops of melaleuca, just put that around your ears, wait for about 12 hours, and it should clear up. And that's only cost you pennies. Also, traditional medicines like antibiotics can wreak havoc with your gut. And then you've got to fork out for probiotics as well, which is another cost implication. So this is what makes essential oils a far more cost effective and a great addition to our home medicine cabinet. Now there are three ways that we can use essential oils, one of them being aromatically. Now in our nasal cavity we have what's called the olfactory nerve. So when we smell the aroma of the essential oil, it then takes it up to the lymphatic system of the brain and sends signals to the rest of our body in less than 30 seconds. And depending on what essential oil we've used, it can have a complete effect on our moods. For example, if we've used mint, we can suddenly feel all awake and energized. If we've had lavender, this can make us feel all relaxed. If we've had orange, we may feel really happy. And also, there are two ways that you can actually use essential oils aromatically. You can put them in a diffuser, or you can just put a few drops in the palm of your hand and then inhale, and it will have the same effect. And this is how powerful and effective the essential oils are, that they can affect our mood and how we feel. So, how do essential oils have such a powerful effect on our mood? Well, that's because our brain is made up of an olfactory system. So when we smell the aroma of the essential oils, it hits the fiber olfactory receptors, which then takes it to the olfactory bulb analyzer, which then takes that aroma to the lymphatic system of the brain, where it's then processed and releases neurochemicals into the body, which can then make us feel happy or relaxed, depending on what we've been using at the time. So this is how the smell and aroma of essential oils can have such a powerful effect on how we feel. So there are quite a few ways that you can use essential oils aromatically, and the most common one is to put it in a diffuser. But a few of my favourites are, if I go down to the steam room, I love to put eucalyptus essential oil in the steam, and just those vapours when I'm feeling all bunged up. Oh, it's amazing, just completely unblocks me. And also, another one of my favourite things to do is to get a water spray bottle and get a few of my favourite essential oils and mix them with water and then spray them around the house, on the furniture, on linen, but especially in the bed in the morning. When you first get up, you just spray it and it just leaves the bed smelling so fresh. So when you go to sleep at night, it feels like you're going into freshly washed sheets. It's just absolutely lovely. And you can use it if you're going to iron as well. You can just spray your clothes just before you're going to iron, and then just gets everything smelling lovely. You can apply it to some cotton wool balls and then place them in the air vents in your vehicle. So when you're driving, you've just got this lovely smell going through your car. And another way that's lovely as well is when you have a bath or a shower as well. Put your favourite oils and just the vapours that come up from the bath, from the steam and the shower. It's just lovely. You can also add a few drops to the dryer sheets to give your batch of laundry a lovely clean scent as well. And you can also put a few drops of oil in the palm of your hands and rub your palms together, cup the hands over your nose and inhale, and then you're like a human diffuser. So just a few ideas there for you. I'm sure there's a lot more as well to use them aromatically. What I love about the aroma of essential oils is they have such a powerful nostalgic effect. Just a certain smell can trigger a memory, maybe from a childhood or a place visited. I know there are certain smells that just take me to places that I've visited in the past, really happy memories. And also, they provide a great escapism as well. If you want to go through a forest walk, for example, you can't leave the house. Then there's some great earthy, woody forest blends such as Siberian fir, cypress, juniper berry, spruce, frankincense, cobaiba, cedarwood, sandalwood, and before you know it, as you smell those lovely forest aromas, you're there, walking through that forest, listening to the birds. Just keep smelling those lovely forest aromas as they diffuse through your home. And this is how powerful the aroma of the essential oils are. So it can really take you to that place. If you want to walk through a rose garden, there's so many beautiful floral blends as well. or maybe you want to be in your own tropical paradise. And there are some great citrus blends that can just make you feel like you're sitting on a beautiful tropical island. And this is the power of essential oils and the effect that they can have on us. Topical use of essential oil provides many benefits for the whole body. Now, there's a few ways that you can apply them topically. You can dilute them with a carrier oil, and what this does, it will slow down the absorption process, but it doesn't change the effectiveness of the oil. It won't compromise the integrity, but it must be a carrier oil. Now, one of my favorite carrier oils is fractionated coconut oil. For me personally, that's the best, but it may be different for you. You may have your own favorite carrier oil. Now, if you are applying essential oils on small children, then you do need to make sure that you do dilute the oils, especially for small babies. But for adults, you don't necessarily need to dilute many of the essential oils. That would be a personal choice. Some of them may be a good idea too because of the potency level of them. You may find them a bit strong for your skin. So you'll have trial and error as you go along with that. And when you apply the oils to the bottom of your feet, they absorb very quickly into the bloodstream. One of my favorite things to do with the essential oils to apply them topically is I love to make roller bottles and then put half of fractionated coconut oil and then the rest of my favorite oils. And then I've always got them to hand actually on my desk. So when I'm on the computer, I just roll them on my neck, on my forehead, on my temples, and just makes me feel amazing. I just love it. And also, you can make great massage oils as well. And one great massage oil, if you've got aching muscles, is absolutely amazing and really effective, is Deep Blue. That is so good for aching muscles and joints. So a few ideas there for you for topical use. Essential oils that are of a certified pure therapeutic grade have amazing medicinal benefits for internal use. Now, there's many ways that you can use essential oils internally. You can add them to a hot beverage. You can put them in a veggie capsule. You can put them under your tongue or in your favorite recipe. There are also some doTERRA essential oil supplements that you can take as well. And what I like to do every time before I go to bed, which I do religiously, and I've been doing this for the past year now, if not longer, is I put my favorite essential oils that I feel have the most amazing medicinal benefits, such as frankincense, turmeric, oregano. I put them under my tongue. And I do that every night. I just put one drop because they're so potent. I just put one drop under my tongue. Not everybody can take oregano because it is very, very burny, and it would be probably advisable to put that in a veggie capsule. But I can take quite a lot of hot stuff, and so I do that. And also, I like to make my own hot beverage by putting the essential oils that I know are really good for immune support, such as On Guard, and also lemongrass, rosemary, and just make my own hot beverage, and just the vapors as well that come from it when I'm drinking it. It's just absolutely lovely as well. So there's a few ideas, and the general rule of thumb is if it's something that you can eat, then it's something that you can take in an essential oil form, such as like fruit, for example. And so we can eat fruit. So essential oils comes from the rind of the fruit. Again, there's also like herbs. We would put herbs in our food, and so it's okay to have that in essential oil form. And so while there is that general rule of thumb that's there, there's always the exception to the rule. For example, frankincense. This is the dried sap of trees. We don't eat trees, but this comes from trees, and so it has amazing medicinal benefits to take internally. The same with cobaiba. This comes from trees, and but has amazing medicinal benefits. So there's always, the exception to the rule, and as you learn and go along, you get to find what ones are good to take internally and what ones you wouldn't necessarily take internally. So some ideas there for you for internal use. We're now going to look at essential oils that are great for mood, sleep, and cleanse. doTERRA essential oils and supplements support your mind and body in promoting feelings of calmness and relaxation and are great for uplifting the mood. doTERRA essential oils bring peace of mind when using them to support you in dealing with environmental threats and can help cleanse your body from toxins. We will look at citrus oils and how they can affect your mood, along with lavender for sleep and relaxation, and peppermint and lemon for cleanse. I'd like to introduce a good friend of mine, Colin, who's been taking the oils for a while now, and he's going to share his thoughts on essential oils that he uses for mood, sleep, and cleanse. So, Colin, when you're feeling like a little bit down, what is something that also is a good mood uplifter?
Well, as it's Mental Health Awareness Week, I'd like to introduce you to wild orange. Wild orange is a very good stimulant to uplift the mood. So I'd apply a drop or two in my hands, like this. Give it a rub, and then breathe it in deeply. And immediately there's a rush to the brain, and you actually feel yourself uplifted. And out in the fresh air, it's just even better. So yeah, that's a good one to take for to uplift the mood. Wild orange, doTERRA essential oils, wild orange.
Thank you, Colin. Have you ever wondered why sometimes you're feeling happy and then other times you're feeling sad, maybe even self-loathing? Well, this is because our brain has a chemical called dopamine, which plays a major part in our moods and how we feel. And so if our dopamine levels are low, then we're going to feel a bit of a downer. And if our dopamine levels are normal to high, then we will feel happy. So how do we increase our dopamine levels so that we can be a lot more happier? Well, in the rind, or what's known as the peel, of the citrus fruits such as orange, limes, lemons, grapefruit, that's where the essential oils are. And in that essential oil is an ingredient called limonene. And the volume of limonene within that essential oil is over 95%. So when you diffuse that, it actually boosts your dopamine levels and makes you feel a lot more happier. Lemon essential oil comes from the rind of the lemon, or otherwise known as the peel of the lemon. It is great for aiding in digestion and helps support a healthy respiratory function. It is a great cleanser for the body and keeps your liver nice and clean. Also, because it's part of the citrus family, it has high levels of limonene. Now, limonene has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Also, you can use lemon essential oil in cooking, but also as a household cleaner. You just put a few drops in a spray bottle, but make sure that the bottle is glass because it will leak through plastic. Just spray away your surfaces. Also, it's a great mood uplifter as well. So you just put it in a diffuser around your home, and your home will just smell beautiful, and you will just feel your mood completely lift. A great little all-round gem to have in the home. Did you know that while you're asleep at night, your body is carrying out a complete cell repair? And during that process, it's actually breaking down toxins in your body. So when you wake up in the morning, your body's actually full of broken down toxins, and you really want to get them flushed out. And so the best way to do that is if you put a few drops of peppermint essential oil in a glass of water first thing before you drink anything, and it will just give your body a lovely cleanse of all those toxins. It will also alter the gut flora. It will help the mobility of your intestines as well. So, Colin, tell me, what is your routine in the morning?
Well, Karen, I start my day off with two essential oils. The first one is peppermint. Now, the reason I use peppermint is because during the night when we sleep, toxins build up in our bodies, and it's important to start the flushing process as soon as we wake up. So I take 4 drops of peppermint essential oil in a glass with some water, and that starts the flushing process. About 30 to 45 minutes later, I take a warm glass of lemon essential oils, and that starts the cleansing of the kidneys, the gut, and just gives you a nice feeling before you start your day. Now, it's very important to use glass when we use the citrus essential oils because they're so potent that they could eat through the plastic. So it's important to use glass when we use um, the citrus essential oils.
Thank you, Colin. Are you one of these people that find it really hard to drift off into a nice, peaceful sleep? Maybe you've got anxiety or your mind just can't switch off. Maybe you've got a stressful job. Well, let me introduce you to lavender essential oil. Lavender essential oil is amazing for helping you to drift off into a nice, peaceful sleep. You just put a few drops on your pillow, or you can diffuse it. Or what I do is I put a few drops in a roller bottle with some fractionated coconut oil and just roll it all around my neck and on my temples, a bit on my forehead. And just the smell is amazing, and I promise it doesn't smell like grandma's mothballs, and it just makes me feel so relaxed. It's absolutely wonderful. Also, it can be used as a beauty product as well. It's supposed to be great for scars, stretch marks, and also if you've got psoriasis, any sort of blemishes, it's also supposed to be good for that. So a great little all-round gem. So, Colin, what made you start using lavender essential oil?
Well, Karen, for a while I had a sleep problem. Um, I have a condition called sleep apnea, which means I have to use a CPAP machine to get to sleep. And for a while, I just could not get to sleep. It was horrible. I don't know if anybody have ever had the experience where you're trying to sleep and you can't sleep, or you sleep and you wake up within an hour. It's horrible. So I didn't know what to do. So Karen showed me the essential oils, the doTERRA essential oils. So I started taking lavender. I started diffusing it in a diffuser. So an hour before I went to bed, I'd have my diffuser. I'd also put 2 drops in my CPAP machine because it has a water container that goes with it to diffuse it again. And it was like a miracle. It just soothed me and it drifted me off to bed within 5-10 minutes. I wouldn't be without it.
When you're feeling a little bit poorly, what's the first thing you want to reach for if you've got a headache or a tickly cough or allergies? It's the medicine that you have at home to hand, right? Well, the mission of doTERRA is to help teach you how to have a more natural solutions lifestyle. So rather than just going straight to reach for the medication, you'll reach for your essential oils instead. Now, doTERRA do a home essential oil kit that does contain your 10 main oils that can form part of your home medicine cabinet. It also includes a diffuser and a book that talks about the oils, and also your annual wholesale membership fee. It works out a lot cheaper than buying the oils individually as well. And also then you've got your oils to hand, your very own natural solutions home medicine cabinet if you're feeling a little bit poorly. Now this is our home essential oil kit. Comes with this lovely booklet that talks all about the different oils. So you can just have a little peek in there and just learn each day what the different oils can do. Great source of information. And then we have our lovely petal diffuser, and we can just get our home smelling completely yummalicious. can do diffused wild orange, just very uplifting with the mood. And then we have our precious oils. Now these are 15ml bottles. It's only the deep blue that is a 5ml bottle. So you've got deep blue, you've got your lemon, your air, your lavender, your zengest, your melaleuca, frankincense, oregano, peppermint, and on guard. Your very own natural solution home medicine cabinet. The oils that we have as part of our home essential oil kit have amazing benefits. We've got deep blue, which is great for aching muscles, lemon for a great inner cleanse, we've got air to help us to breathe, lavender to help us sleep, digest zen to help with gas and bloating. Then we've got melaleuca, which is great antifungal, antibacterial, helps keeps the bugs away. We've got frankincense, which is also great for cellular integrity, amongst other things. Oregano, which helps support a healthy immune function and is also a natural antibiotic and a great cleanser. Mint is great for headaches, upset stomachs, and is a natural energizer. And then we've got On Guard, which helps protect against seasonal and environmental threats. So a great all-rounder for your home medicine cabinet. So tell me, Colin, what made you decide to become a wellness advocate for doTERRA essential oils?
Okay, I'm glad you asked me that question. The reason I became the doTERRA wellness advocate is because I love the oils. When you introduced me to the oils, I was taking lemon, peppermint, and lavender. I took lemon because it helped to cleanse me in the morning, get my digestive system going in the morning. Peppermint is a great source of getting the breath going, opening up the lungs. So I used to take a few drops in my hand or in a glass of water first thing in the morning, 2 drops to open up the lungs, the airways, in the palm of the hand, sniff to open up the nasal cavity. And the lavender, of course, I use for sleep issues. And the reason why the doTERRA essential oils is so good, why I became a wellness advocate, is because of one thing. Unlike all the other oils, these oils can be taken internally, and they use a thing called certified pure therapeutic grade, which means they are 100% pure, no fillers, no additives like you get with other oils that you buy off the shelf. And that's why I decided to become a wellness advocate, because of the quality of these oils.
So there are 3 ways that you can purchase doTERRA essential oil. The first one is retail. Now you wouldn't want to really buy at retail because this is the most expensive way to buy. And usually you'd only buy at retail if you were going to a chiropractor or a health spa or any other professional setting. The second way to buy is wholesale. So basically, this would be like, for example, if you had a Costco annual membership, and then you've got access to great products at a discounted price. So with doTERRA, if you have a wholesale membership, then you've got 25% discount off the retail price. So this is even cheaper way to buy. Now, there's a third way to buy, which is the more smarter way to buy, which is how I buy my oils. But you'll learn a bit about that later. So Colin, tell me, what's your overall opinion about doTERRA as an organisation?
Well, Karen, the thing I really love about doTERRA is that they're an ethical company and a humanitarian company. And one of the aspects of that is that they do what's known as co-impact sourcing. They work with about 40 different farmers throughout the world in underprivileged countries, and they help them from start to finish. And they pay them a fair price, they pay them on time, and the farmers are guaranteed job sustainability. They also have a foundation called Healing Hands Foundation, which is a wonderful part of doTERRA where they help people in said countries with health issues, medical centres, clean water, um, everything that people need to live a healthy, happy life. And they love them for this. And, there's so many farmers that are so grateful for what doTERRA has done. And that's one of the things I love about them because of that humanitarian aspect of the company.
Thank you, Colin. Well, I hope that you all enjoyed the class and thanks for coming. If you have any questions, just feel free to WhatsApp me or inbox me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So take care, everyone, and see you next time. If you'd like to take a browse through all the lovely oils, then just go to the website highlighted in red, www.mydoterra.com/Celtic Rose, and then just click on shop and you can browse through all the different oils and kits. And there's other products as well that you can have a little look through if you like. And also, if you would like to make a purchase, then don't forget to join as a wholesale customer because then you'll get your 25% off. And that's something to bear in mind when you see the prices. Remember, that's not the price you'll pay. You'll pay at your wholesale 25% discount price. Now, also, what we would like to emphasize is the disclaimer. If you are on current medication, please do not stop taking it. Liaise with your doctor if you decide you want to start taking essential oils. Please discuss this with your doctor first. This presentation is not intended to be a substitute for professional or any medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Never disregard any professional medical advice or delay in any treatment or anything based on what you've heard in this presentation. And also, please remember that the essential oil industry is completely unregulated. So we don't advise that you take essential oils internally where you don't know where they're sourced. You don't know if they're going to be certified pure therapeutic grade. There's a lot of essential oils that will claim that they are and may not be. And also, please don't buy any doTERRA essential oils from Amazon or eBay because we cannot guarantee if you buy them from there and where they're sourced from. Some people may already have products that they've bought and they're reselling them on eBay and they've put fillers in them. You don't really know, what the purity is if you don't buy them directly from doTERRA. So that's something to bear in mind. So please read the disclaimer. Thank you very much.